Hey, welcome to Lakeside Tarot. My name is Tara. Thank you for joining me for today's reading. This reading is going to be for the collective. It may or may not resonate with you. Please use your own discernment to decide what is and what is not for you. Today is Wednesday, August 20th. All right, we're halfway through the week. What do we need to know? What's going on here? Oh, first card out, Netflix and chill, sneaking around, friends with benefits, spending time with someone else. Okay. When I was doing the shuffling of the decks before the reading, it was coming out very much so someone from the past who had many options, who had you as an option, is wanting to come back around. Okay. High value, the Empress, beautiful, sexy, abundant, confident. Why? Because of this. This is why. Because you're high value. All right. So someone here that in the past was, I don't know, I guess they weren't honest either. This is like someone who kept their options open but was sneaky about it. They didn't even have the decency to tell you about it. Now they're sitting here seeing you in high honor and they're wanting to come gift you. They want to pop up. They want to reach out. Okay? This person may come out of nowhere. The energy is very strong right now for that. Unfinished business, proposal, forgiveness, reconciliation. This is what they're looking for, okay? You've got to keep this in mind because you need to be, when you're dealing with someone like this, you've got to be front and center, very mindful about your choices. You really need to take some time to reflect on who you were then, who you are now, and if this person comes in looking for reconciliation, to what capacity do you want them to be in your life? Not to what capacity do they want to be in your life, but what do you want? Okay? Love affair, secrecy, third party, hooking up, STD. There's no doubt this is somebody who cheated. Whether this is someone you were in a relationship with and they cheated on you, or they were in a relationship with someone else and they were trying to pursue you while in a relationship. Either way, that's who we're dealing with here. We've got soulmate, soul connection, partnership, agreement, soul contract, wedding rings, and then we got the runner kind of popping out here. The snake, competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. So you got someone who, I don't know, this was a soulmate of some sorts, okay? Somebody who there was a potential for union with. This person had a fear of intimacy. They ran in another direction. They chose somebody else. They didn't tell you about this. This could have come as an absolute shock to you that this happened. Self-indulgence, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. You poured, the relationship is over. Grim Reaper, no second chances, grow and transform your life, stabbed in the back. That's why I'm saying this came as a shock. This isn't someone that like you were dealing with and you knew they were dealing with somebody else. This is somebody who you were dealing with and you thought that they were committed to you. And then boom, out of nowhere, you find out that they're dealing with someone else. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. You did not see this coming. You walked away from this situation. You left it behind. No second chances. I'm done. And you focused on yourself. This is how you became the Empress. This is how you became high value. You chose you. Photograph, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. They are just wanting to beg for your forgiveness here. Mask, not showing true feelings, hide, personify, pretend, delude, gaslighting. Engagement ring, engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. Coming out with love affair. There could be a third party that's begging somebody. I don't know. What is this not showing true feelings and unfinished business? Maybe a little more on this. still, this deck is still new, so just bear with me while I'm working through it, because cards are coming out kind of a few at a time here. Let me just get one card. There we go. Group, association, cult, coven. So someone could be in some kind of coven of sorts. Ugh. Sickness, disease, infection. Someone may have gotten something from a third party that they hooked up with, that like they didn't tell them that they had some kind of STD or something like that, and then they got it from them. It's gross. Okay. Runner. Okay, that's coming out a lot here. Avoidant, escape. Someone may have gotten engaged to another person or something like that. Engaged or married. Union. Someone came into union with a third party and then they got an STD. Oh man, that's not funny, but eek. All right, anything else here about this love affair? Sagittarius. For some of you, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or this person may have gotten involved with a Sagittarius. Intent to hurt or harm. What the hell? Copycat. And that's kind of in the reverse. So you got someone who, there's a feminine energy here. Ooh, my tummy's cramping. Not like actual Charlie horse kind of thing. Yikes. A copycat here. Someone that wanted to be an empress, but they're not. This person's non-committal. That's probably why this person got an STD from them. They got some kind of financial blockages. Yeah, there was some kind of setup, some kind of temptation that somebody fell for. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep moving. So somebody here, there was like a possibility, it was a soulmate of sorts from your past, and they got involved with a copycat version of you and found out very quickly via most likely an STD that, oh man, this person's not an empress. Otherwise, I wouldn't have the funk coming out of my right now. No, you wouldn't. Because the collective is loyal. So, anyways, let's keep going. Closed off, guarded, resistance, pride, defensive, wounded warrior. You got someone here that, I don't want love. I've been through too much in my life. How dare someone come in here and love me? Lost, wounded, not feeling enough, missing someone, left out in the cold. Temptation. Boom, there it is. Self-deception. Deception, make wise choices. Bottom of the deck, unexpected storm, destruction, conflict, unforeseen change, sudden news. All right, let's see about it. Journey. Wealthy man, gift. So you got this person from your past that was full of pride. They thought they were the shit, okay? With this coming out here with Journey and 10, I'm getting ego death, because 10s can be about endings. Someone got an ego death. Why? Because you had an emperor come in here who wants to be in a relationship with you, okay? That was an ego death for this person from the past who fell for temptation. Message of concern, change, okay? They're missing you. They can't stop thinking about you. They feel like you abandoned them. They don't feel like they're enough for you. And they found out that you have changed, that you're doing something different. They feel completely left out in the cold. This person's getting major karma for the decisions that they made here. Pathway, thief, false person. Yeah. Someone here wanted to take they wanted to be on your pathway. They wanted to be an empress. They wanted to be high honor. They wanted to be seen as the empress, as high value. Okay. It was a false person. Someone got duped. We got lovers, occupation, great fortune, mature woman. So this is coming out to clarify unexpected storm. Okay. Someone found out that you've got some kind of possible love connection, or that you're just in love with your job, that you're doing your thing here. Some of you, it has nothing to do with a relationship. It's just that you love what you do for work and you love yourself. Okay. That's why you're the empress, because you don't deceive, you know, you're building security. All right. You're an official person in the community, and you've got someone from your past that is feeling like a dummy, watching, spying, inner child healing, clarity and truth. Someone's just watching you. Stalking is what they're doing. They're stalking. We got something about autumn here. Something could happen in autumn. Receive, open, separation, karma. I don't know. All right, let's keep moving. What else? Confusion, uncertain, unclear, unsure. Broken, shattered, heartbroken, destroyed. Chasing, pursuit, toxicity, resilience. Bottom of the deck, running. Again here, ghosting, disappearing, invisible. Chasing, running, running, chasing. Runner, chaser. All right, what is this confusion? Access. Someone's not sure if you'll talk to them. Adaptability, change, adjustment. They're not sure if you'll be nice to them or not if they come in. They're afraid if they come in, they're going to get their head chopped off. All right, what else? Self-doubt, envy, insecurity. Virgo. There could be a Virgo somewhere in this story, okay? Third wheel could be a Virgo. Someone that's not very nice. This person could have like dyed hair. Overcritical. Someone who's very overcritical. What else? This person could be heartbroken, this third wheel. Deity, creator, divine creator, supreme being. What else? No, liar, yes. Someone's thinking no and saying yes. Victim, sorrow, grief, sadness. Someone's boo-hooing here. Gains, increase, level up. What is this? What is this and who is this? Law and Order. Somebody lied to the courts, possibly. Lied to authorities in some way. Exposure. Yeah, someone got exposed. Someone got caught with their pants down. Oh my goodness. That's such a good illustration. I love it. Yeah, someone lied about something. They could have lied to the police about something, making it seem like they're this stand-up person here. And there has something to do with a contract. Someone's making it look like they fulfilled some sort of contract. Or this could be about, this person just not fulfilling their contract. The two of you had a contract together, spiritual contract that they chose not to fulfill. Okay. They went in the direction of money and temptation. You got Gemini. You could be dealing with a Gemini. Or this has something to do with love. This person has a scarcity mindset. Something wrong with their communication. The words that come out of their mouth are not, they don't match up with what their thoughts are. Okay. There's definitely something to do with someone's sibling too that could have gotten involved in a situation. They could have been, I don't know, starting trouble or trying to encourage someone not to deal with you or something like that. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep moving. Legal matters, disputes, new love, hurting, agonizing pain. Bottom of the deck, fated meeting, important connection. What else here? Disturbance. Somebody lied about a friendship or an alliance. Maybe somebody lied about like being friends with you, or like someone may have tried to play off something like, oh, me and the collective get along fine, but you don't. Like there's no communication between you and somebody. Or they may have lied about a connection that they had. They definitely lied about something though. And someone is angry about your good fortune. You got perseverance, compromise in the reverse, libation, marriage. Somebody wants to overcome challenges with you. They're not listening to outsiders anymore. We got compromise in the reverse. Okay, feminine energies that were trying to pull this masculine in a different direction, they don't want to listen to them anymore. They want to try to make amends with you. They want union with you. And there's some feminine energies that are really pissed off about this. Natural disaster, gain, relaxation, robbery, indulgence, homeless, vow, bully. Someone's feeling regret. Okay. They're feeling like they were in the wrong for doing what they did to you, for making a vow to bully you and to oust you. And it didn't work anyways. Okay. They want to tell you that they were, I don't know, basically a victim. They were stressed. They didn't know what to do. They had made some kind of promise. Dictatorship, fortune telling, pressure, failure, well being. I don't know. Someone wanted to take some kind of information or something like that. It's pretty messed up. It's pretty messed up here. But I think somebody's feeling the effects. Okay? This is someone who has romantic feelings for you. Could definitely be at work, or there could be some kind of work association here. They want to try to be friends with you. Right? I can't tell you what to do. Irreconcilable differences, divorce, final. So I don't know if this person is getting divorced, or if this is someone who you divorced in the past, ghosted, blocked, cut off. Searching online, looking for records. Bottom of the deck, plugged, tuned in, internet connected. Gosh darn, man. You got people just, they cannot stay out of your business. Justice. Lovers. Wow. Someone could definitely be getting a divorce. This is to clarify irreconcilable differences. Justice and the Lovers. There's definitely a divorce here. No doubt. Okay. Four of Wands. Two of Cups. Woo. Someone's made a final decision to walk away from somebody, to cut something out that they're dealing with. Now, whether or not you get back with this person or not, I don't know, but someone's walking away from someone. Three of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. There could be a Queen of Swords involved here. Whoever this third party is, or there could be multiple women, I don't know. But yeah, Queen of Swords and a Queen of Wands. There's at least two. The Tower. Knight of Swords. Eight of Swords. Somebody hit a wall when it comes to feminine energies that they've been dealing with. I don't know if these are siblings, parents. Someone here could definitely be in a relationship. Okay. That's coming to an end. That's all I got so far. Synchronicities. Someone could be seeing signs. Take a risk. They could be being guided to follow through with the decision that they're making. Miracles in the dark. In the darkest moments, it's easy to feel lost and alone. When you stay focused on the light, you'll receive blessings beyond your wildest dreams. Okay? What else? This is about someone from the past walking away from someone else. Swift action, 0808. You will enter a time of expansion, so begin taking steps toward achieving your ultimate objective immediately. Finances will miraculously improve. Oh, and somebody has their mindset on you. Got 555, change. Something's changing. Big. What else? Make it your mission to accept all parts of you, the good and what you perceive to be your imperfections. Don't look for any outside validation. It's already within you. Once you realize your true beauty and potential, you will never doubt yourself again. Resilience is one of your strongest qualities you have. It's gotten you through so many trials and tribulations in the past, and it will continue to do so. Lean on that inner tower of strength anytime that you need it. You've got this. Okay. Archangel Michael, what do you have for us? Be gentle with yourself. Archangel Michael, please guide me in treating myself with gentle, nurturing love in everything I think, speak, and do. Help me know that I deserve this compassion. I release any feelings of guilt to you so that I may experience lasting inner peace. And then you've got write about your thoughts and feelings at the bottom of the deck. Some of you may need to write down, I don't know, you may need to process how you really feel deep down inside about this past betrayal, right? What's underneath the anger? Is there room for forgiveness? Is there room for reconciliation? I don't know. I don't know your situation, so I don't know what to tell you, but this is definitely somebody who cheated on you that wants back in. And it looks like they might be making the moves to try to get back in. Shine your light. Card number 44. Doing what you love, time to thrive, giving from the overflow, life purpose, being authentically you, compassionate self-empowerment, loving life, trying things you resonate with, bringing joy to others by being an inspiration. You are amazing. There is no one like you, and no one can do you as you can. Yet we sometimes feel that we need to be a certain way, a way not aligned with our authentic self. You may feel obliged to be something or someone. You may have stopped doing some of the things you love due to time or energy restraints. When you take time to do what truly makes you shine each day, you will light up and bring joy to other people's worlds. We've already gotten this one. I wish these cards didn't all look the same because it makes it hard. Full spectrum. We haven't gotten that one. Sorry, I don't want to read the same ones again. Card number 26. There is something here about doing what you love to do, okay? Remain in your authenticity. But we want a new one. What does heaven on earth look like to you? Do you imagine lush green nature, ancient forests, pristine beaches, crystalline water systems, and all the planet's residents in full health living in harmony with each other? And yet, nature in its purest, rawest form is a balance of life and death, growth and decomposition, the eaters and the eaten. In one way or another, this is the natural flux of life. We already live in Eden, but our efforts to own and segregate bring us further away from its paradigm. Power trips, the need for imagined security, fear, or avoidance of the shadow keep us out of our freedom. The need to preserve and hold on tightly only stunts our growth and leaves us drowning in a sea of plastic. The real disease on earth, the barrier to Eden, is in our minds. Life happens, but it is our perception of good and bad and our black and white judgments that prevent us from seeing the grander truth. When duality becomes one, we will find Shambhala before us. Perhaps we can find inspiration from nature and the animal kingdom. Does the tiny frog spend its days anxious over its vulnerable future? What happens when we realize fertile compost greets us when we allow ourselves to transmute our pain? When we honor all that came before, our roots are nourished and we grow with more vitality, vibrancy, and life force. We can anchor more light for the collective and in turn seed new growth. What happens when we realize the keys to our future are in the wisdom of the earth and the dreamings of the indigenous? That the answers are in the geometry of the macro and microcosm, the nurturing embrace of oneness in Mama Nature's arms? What happens when we find peace within this full spectrum of life? Even the notion of separation, this disease, can be symbolized as no more than a blackened leaf on a healthy tree. The ebb and flow of our evolution and de-evolution is a temporary blip in the universe. The message is to be what we can to ground heaven on earth, but not out of fear. We often try to avoid or run from negative situations, but when fear steers our decisions and actions, far more devastation can result. When we choose to let our hearts lead us away from the stories and outdated patterns, our challenges become the fertile compost that feeds our ascending tendrils as they reach to the heavens and ground its light back on earth. Divinatory meaning. Step out of the black and white mentality of judgment. Go beyond the concepts of good and bad. This card invites you to honor the full spectrum of life and find a new way of perceiving your situation. When we judge something, we create a story around it. These stories often create limitation. Subconsciously, we gather so many of these stories over a lifetime. To heal our disease and crystallize the new way, we need to create a space of no story where miraculous healing can happen. This space empowers us to be all we are and allows us to know our truth. Embrace the full spectrum of creation in all her colors and the raw, muddy, earthbound shadow parts of a situation to determine whether they are actually bad or if stories you have held on to are limiting your perspective. Wow, that's very interesting. It's very interesting. You've got somebody here from your past that ultimately betrayed you, no doubt. But there is something here about looking at it from a different perspective or really doing some deeper diving into what your feelings are surrounding the situation. Um, it's interesting. It's very interesting. Maybe like not, don't maybe attach too much of emotion or judgment, because judgment was the word that came out. You know, if somebody backstabs you, obviously the more pain there is involved in that, the harder it is to forgive the situation. It's somebody that you trusted, it's somebody that you loved, and they betrayed you. They hurt you, they broke your heart. um, is there space to hear this person's side of the story? Is there space for mercy and grace? That's ultimately up to you, how you want to handle that or what your thoughts are and feelings are on it. But the message from Archangel Michael did encourage you to write out your thoughts and feelings. So, anyways, that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this message. If you did, please press the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you during the next reading. Take care.